Okay, and then next order of business. So, some of you guys may have heard of the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it's basically how talking about how changing our mindset can attract more wealth and abundance into our life. Now, the library here in Incline only had Think and Grow Rich for Women, which works out perfect. So it's a little different. It's kind of like a more of a feminine perspective on the book, but she also goes back to a lot of the original things in the book. So, the journaling thing that I'm going to do with you guys, because I want to do it too, is from Think and Grow Rich. And I'm going to just go through these prompts with you, and then we'll just get through them. So, this is to kind of get to your core burning desire for your life. What does that look like for you? So it says, use your journal as you go through this section to identify your action steps, trigger your aha moments, and create your plan for achieving success. Have you identified your burning desire? Take a moment to record it in your journal. Now, hold on. If you're having difficulty defining what your burning desire is, close your eyes and try to remember a time when someone has described you as one of the following: passionate, driven, purposeful, focused, committed, determined, motivated, single-minded, compelled, doggedly in pursuit, devoted, consumed with obsession, pledged, steadfast, unswerving, staunch, dedicated, headstrong. So, when in your life, if you don't know right off the top of your head what your burning desire is, when would people say, "Oh, she is headstrong, she is driven, she is unstoppable?" And see if that can help you get more clarity around that. And then write out whatever comes to you. If you feel like, if you're watching the replay, because no one's on with me live right now, but if you feel like writing in the comments anything that comes up for you, feel free. I feel like mine could be refined a lot, but right now my burning desire is to make a massive impact on the lives of other moms, to wake up and really think about their lifestyle, thoughts, and decisions on child rearing, on keeping their kids safe and healthy and raised as compassionate humans, to create a support network so we can lean into each other for each other's strengths and get support on whatever it is. Like, I could use help on certain parenting techniques, and another mom might need help on, how the fitness and nutrition side of it, or meditation. So that's my part for that. Okay. Record the activity. Oh, I guess I never finished the first part of this. So if you're still struggling with your burning desire, think about those words that I listed. Record the activity, project, or goal in which they were referring. You may have several different answers. Review them and measure your emotional reaction to each. It may help you identify or refine your burning desire. Now create goals and record them by identifying the following categories. So, we'll have a question, a few questions for each category. So let's just start with personal. I'll read them off to you so you know what's coming up, but we'll go through each one at a time. So, personal, business, financial, physical, and spiritual. So, in your personal life, that's what we're going to start with. What is it for each goal? Ask yourself the following questions. Now create goals and record them by identifying them by the following categories. Okay, so what are some of your personal goals is the first thing that you write down. Okay, so now ask yourself, is it really your goal? Or is it something that someone projected on you or you think should be your goal? So kind of just look over those. And if it's not really your goal, cross it out. Is your goal ethical, moral, and attainable? So kind of look through and make sure they are, and if they're not, kind of look into that. What wouldn't be is your mind telling you it's not attainable, or is it really not attainable? Is that actually possible? Would you have a goal that's not actually attainable? Or do you think, oh, I can never actually make $1 million? Well, yeah, that is attainable, but your mind might stop you. Are you willing to commit yourself to the goal emotionally and physically? And then, the most important one, is there a deadline to attain your goal or goals, whatever ones you wrote down? If not, create one. So, once we set that date, that's when the universe knows, oh, things need to start moving faster to make that actually happen. So, okay, one of my goals is to get down to my pre-pregnancy weight. I want to be 130 again. So, I'm going to make that goal by the end of the summer. And so I'm giving myself that timeline. And it's more than just a hope or someday I will. Like, that's my timeline, and I'm going to be driven to get that. So that's one example. It's one of my personal goals. Okay, so write down dates for your goals. I can take a picture of this and put it in the comments too. That'd probably be a good idea. So you guys can read through it too. Okay, write the specifics of your plan on how you intend to achieve the goal by the deadline given. So we're working on our personal goal right here. So how are you specifically going to achieve this goal? For example, to get down to that weight, I'm going to consistently exercise 3 times a week. I'm going to cut out most sugars. and alcohol and pastas. Write down whatever it is that comes to mind. Next one, this is a good one. Can you visualize yourself actually reaching this goal? Can you see it in your mind? It's one of the quickest ways to make these goals happen. Create a mantra, a personal mission statement for achieving the goal most closely aligned to your burning desires. We'll come back to this because let's make some more goals too. But then it says to write it on a sticky note, paste it on your bathroom mirror, and say it every morning and every night. And read, yeah. Okay, so I think I misread this a little bit. So I had us create a personal goal. That's great. But for these next ones, we don't need like a goal for each category, but rather write down your main goals in your life right now, and then we'll categorize. Okay, is that a business goal? Is that a financial goal? Is that a spiritual goal? And just kind of know which category it is. So take these next minute and write down any other major goals in your life that you have. Are they, a certain amount of money each month that you want to make? Is it a spiritual connection? So do you want to really get into meditating? Meditate every day, something like that. Okay, so if you're still writing, pause this and keep writing your goals. Take a look at the goals that you wrote down. Are they personal goals, business goals, financial, physical, or spiritual? So label that. And then ask yourself these questions with each goal. Is it really your goal? Is it yours? Is it not something that you think you should achieve? Whoever's hopping on, say hi. Is it ethical, moral, and attainable? And you don't have to write for all of these. You can just kind of be like, yes, no, yeah. Are you willing to commit yourself to the goal emotionally and physically? Is there a deadline to attain it? This is one I want you to write down. So create a deadline to attain whatever goal this is. And move on to your next goals if you need to. Is it really your goal? Is it ethical, moral, and attainable? Are you willing to commit yourself to the goal emotionally and physically? And is there a deadline? And if not, create the deadline. And then once you've created the deadline, write the specifics on the plan and how you want to achieve that. So what would the first step, what's the micro step that you could take for that? And then what do the next steps look like? What do you need to get from point A to point B? And if you're hopping on and figuring out what we're doing, we're writing down what goals you have right now and then asking ourselves some questions about them to really try to get clear on what our burning desire is. And this is from Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich book. And then this last one, almost last one, can you visualize yourself reaching that goal? Can you actually see it? Can you close your eyes and can you see yourself reaching that goal? What does that feel like? What does that look like? But what does that, more importantly, what does that vibrationally feel like too? And then create a mantra or personal mission and statement for achieving whichever goal of these you feel is most aligned to your burning desire. And you might not know this right now. You might need some more time. Like, I'm like, oh, shoot, I don't know if any of these really pop out to me. But once you write that mantra, it says write it out on a sticky note, paste it on your bathroom mirror. When you look in the mirror tonight, say to yourself, I am fabulous, I can do this, and then read your personal mission statement. Repeat morning and night until you realize your goal. Okay, I will post a picture of these prompts so that you can read along. I'll put that in the comments. And let me know if you did this and if this was helpful for you. If you feel like sharing your mantra that you come up with, then that would be amazing. I would love to hear what you guys are working on, and I will talk to you soon.